Welcome back, everyone. I've got a short but fun one for you today. Let's say you want to sell wall art with a certain look or feel on a site like Etsy. Take this parrot, for example. But you want all of your images to be super saturated with deep tones and crazy sharp details. And you want to do this over and over again for multiple images. Let me show you how to do this on Affinity Photo 2. I'll start with this beautiful mountain scene I got on pexels.com. But any photo will do. I'll apply the same effect to these other images in just a second. Once we have it set up, you can do it over and over again in under 10 seconds. Okay, so back to the mountain. I'm going to work in the tone mapping persona, located in the top left 3 buttons over from the normal photo persona. I'll click on that and you'll see the studio change. On the left-hand side, you can see the available presets that come with the latest version of Affinity Photo, which in my case is 2.5. At the top is a drop-down with several different categories. Each category has several different presets. If you click on one, it will apply the preset to your image. You can see the before and after difference by clicking on these view icons at the top and moving the slider. But you don't have to stick with the presets that Affinity gives you. You can create a custom tone map of your very own. Let me show you. I'll get back into the tone map persona and then you'll see this panel on the right. There are a bunch of different settings here. I'll scroll down to the bottom to show you and start there. Here, you'll find the curves adjustment. If you click on it, a little graph will be unhidden. You can add points to the curve and change it to just about anything you want, which will result in different colors being enhanced or reduced. Above the curve panel is a detail refinement panel. Click on it and you'll see 2 sliders that you can adjust. Above that is another panel for shadows and highlights. One for enhancements, one for exposure, and at the top are a couple sliders for tone compression and local contrast. I think it's fun to play around with these to get a different look and feel to your images. Alright, I'll make a few more tweaks here. But I think you see the point. I just created my very own tone map. To save this for future use, I'll go to the little 3-lined hamburger icon at the top of the presets panel on the left, and I'll select Create New Category. If you then go to the presets dropdown, you can see that there are 2 new categories called Presets and Presets 2. That's because I did it a second time by mistake. Oops. I'll select Preset 2 and then go back to the hamburger icon and select Add Preset. I'll name this Mind Blown and then click OK. And so yeah, there you go. I've just created my own tone map preset. If you want to change the category, just go back to the hamburger icon and select Rename Category. You can change the name to anything you want. Alright, now I'll click Apply to bake in the changes, and then let's try this on the other images I opened. So I'll switch to the parrot and click on the tone mapping persona. Then I'll click on my new preset, which is still showing in the left-hand panel. That looks pretty good. Next, I'll try it on this still life. And finally, I'll try the same thing on this beautiful woman. As you can see, all of these images are very different, but all take on the same look and feel with the tone map in place. Alright, that's about it for today. If you learned something and want to see more of this kind of content, please click those like and subscribe buttons. And if you're feeling generous, this channel runs on caffeine. There's a link to buy me a cup of coffee in the descriptions. Not necessary, but certainly appreciated. Have a great day, everyone.